So today we had another weekly Warriors Den live stream, and it was more of a special show. It was episode 100 of the Warriors Den for Honor's release anniversary and of course Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Now, there isn't too much to go over, but something did catch my attention and I want to talk about it. So let's not waste any more time and get right into it. So first, let's start off with what really made me want to make this video in the first place. So let me show you the clip.
You can't reveal any news today, but the rest of the year holds some excitement.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be a busy year. I think.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff.
Lots of new stuff.
Yep.
You know, we have 3 new characters that will come.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have again ton of events. A lot of exciting stuff.
I'm very excited for them to get that first.
Yeah,
event.
we'll continue to improve the game. Continue to work on balancing. I hope next season Lawbringer and Raiders players will be really happy.
Ooh.
At least they should be. So no, we definitely it's a long-term commitment, and we're not gonna stop this year.
Turns out we were all right. Lawbringer and Raider improvements will probably be next season. Now, the reason I say improvements over rework is because we're not sure if either one of those heroes will receive general buffs or if one of them will receive new moves and animations. So for now, let's just assume that they're buffs. I think we were sort of expecting these two heroes to receive work after they didn't receive improvements at all for Season 9. And these are the last 2 original heroes that have been being heavily requested by the community for some sort of improvements. I'm curious now to see who they work on first as far as DLC heroes go. Anyways, next season will definitely be exciting as the new Samurai Axe hero will also be arriving. And as I said, if this season is anything to go by, we'll have a quality hero on the way as well as some good improvements. I just hope that neither of these 2 heroes end up getting the Peacekeeper treatment where it hardly feels like anything will change. I have high expectations for the Lawbringer improvement. There's a lot you can do with him, and I'm hoping they do something more than just slap some hyper armor on him and speed things up, because while that would be a great improvement, I'd love to see Lawbringer become even more versatile. As for Raider, I'm not sure exactly what they'll do. If they do the one new hero, one rework thing, I think they'd give the rework to Lawbringer and just give Raider general buffs like hyper armor and a slight speed increase, things like that. I wonder if he'll be able to get a heavy off a guard break like in that Marching Fire test when they were messing around with the way attacks worked. Personally, I'm more excited for the Raider improvement than the Lawbringer one, just because I played Raider for a while, but either way, I think it's just great to know that they'll both be receiving something in the upcoming seasons. Now on to everything else in the show. As you've probably heard by now, there's been some fixes on Vortiger. His chain bash is no longer guaranteed after his opponent blocks a light attack while out of stamina, and the bash is no longer confirmed after a crush encounter, which is great, especially the out of stamina fix, as that just made him really strong while his opponents were out of stamina, since his opponent had to parry every light that came their way while guessing whether or not he would throw a heavy in the mix to get a free parry or if he would just outright bash them or soft feint. It was just a losing battle for the defender in almost every way. However, the bug where the bash will still hit you if you try to switch your guard after getting hit by a light attack is still in the game, which is why sometimes after you get hit by a light, you swear up and down that you knew it was coming and dodged it, but didn't. It's not really your fault. I'm hoping they fix this one as well really soon, as it's just an annoying problem to have. Other than that, there were some little things. The fireworks effect is back, which is one of my personal favorites, and I'm glad I get a chance to grab it again. And there was a bunch of talks from people around the team about the game and the show and whatnot. While at the very end of the show, on a more somber note, Eric Pope announced that he'll be moving on to work on other projects at Ubisoft Montreal. For me, Pope has been an excellent community manager for this game, and I'm sure that he'll do a great job on whatever he's moving to next. I hardly ever see a community so appreciative of a community manager, as usually they're just a face to blame for when things go wrong. The Warriors Den will be different moving forward without him and Damien, as they hosted the show for so long, but I'm sure that Ubi will continue to produce a great show. Anyways, that's all I've got for this video. I know it's much shorter than usual, but there wasn't too much to talk about. Anyways, I do want to hear from you guys, so talk to me down in the comments about anything we talked about in this video, especially about the potential hero improvements. And as usual, if you agreed with me or just liked the video, feel free to leave a like or sub, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.